Some YouTubers actually make more money from their sponsors than they make in a month of just uploading YouTube videos. So keep watching this video to learn how to get some awesome sponsors for your YouTube channel. Hey guys, what's up? It's Muaaz here and welcome back to another video. So yeah, in today's video we're talking about sponsors. We're going to be talking about the best ways to get them, the types you can get, and so much more. And I have made some videos similar to this in the past, but I've learned so much more since then, so I thought I'd make an updated version because I have so much more to share. If you guys end up enjoying the video, then all I'm asking is please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. But anyways, let's get on with the video. So I feel like I gotta start out with like the simple fact that you do not necessarily need a sponsor. Like I feel like so many small YouTubers just try rushing into getting whatever sponsorships they can because they just want to be able to flex it in their bio, like sponsored by X company or Y company or whatever, but no one really cares if it's like a no-name company. I don't even think I like finally accepted a sponsorship until I had almost 40,000 subscribers because that's just how I personally wanted to play it out. I didn't want to give like any brand a bunch of free exposure on my channel if I really wasn't benefiting from it. And like I said before, like I know how cool it sounds to be able to say I'm sponsored by X company or Y company or whatever, right? Like flexing into your friends or like in your Twitter bio or whatever, right? But it really doesn't fool anyone. There are literally so many companies out there that will sponsor anyone who asks, and those are the kind of companies that you really just don't benefit in working with. So make sure that you know that before you actually try applying for a sponsorship. Now, the best tip that I can tell you guys, and this is one tip that I've never said before, but it's that you need to remember that you're trying to sell yourself to these brands because you want them to realize why they should work with you instead of someone else. And one thing that you need to know is that no established company is going to sponsor someone with like 200 subscribers and give them like a free $2,000 gaming PC. It's just not going to happen. It's not like a logical business decision if the company won't make the money back from it along with some profit in the end. And I am going to give you guys like a personal example of when I got sent a free gaming PC. I think it was like $1,500 like later on in the video, so definitely keep watching if you guys want to hear that story. So when you're trying to get sponsors, you're basically trying to sell your brand to the company that you want to work with. So because of that, it's a really good idea to make a media kit of some kind that basically summarizes everything that you want the brand to know about who you are and what you do on your channel. I'll have a part or like I'll have examples on the screen right now of like one of the old ones that I used to use and just kind of like explain what it does. So from what I remember, I think I used to have like my Twitter and YouTube followers like on the top of like the little thing, and I also had like a little description of like what you can see on my channel. Just to like kind of give the brand an idea of like what I upload. And along with that, I also had like a 30-day summary of how my channel's been performing so they can kind of like get an idea of like my numbers, so like how many subscribers I've gained, the views I've gained, and things like that, right? And I think I also had a spot for like the companies that I've already worked with in the past, so that the company that I'm trying to work with can see that I'm like a good investment, if that makes sense. But in reality, you can really include whatever you want. And I think I also included things like my viewer age groups, where they're from, like the US or the UK, Australia, whatever, right? You can literally add whatever else you want to add right here that will kind of like help the company understand why they should work with you. So now moving on from that, let's finally talk about the types of sponsorships that you're able to get. And the one you guys are probably most interested in is going to be called product sponsorships, because those are basically when you get something for free, and honestly, who doesn't love free stuff? So product sponsorships usually sound too good to be true because think about it. All you have to do is like make a video about it or like a tweet about it or something, and then you get to keep the product for free. You don't have to pay for it at all. But you got to remember that a company is not going to send you anything unless they think that they will actually profit from it. So that's why you never see like a YouTuber with like 200 subscribers getting like a $2,000 free gaming PC. Like it just never happens. And the reason why it's like that is because technically the company would be wasting money giving that person the PC for free, because the chance of that YouTuber being able to convince their audience of like 200 subscribers, right? So maybe like 10, 20 viewers on average, being able to convince them that you should buy a computer from this company, it's really slim that they'll be able to actually make profit off that. So here's like my little personal example of this, right? So when I had about 40,000 subscribers, a company actually sent me like a free gaming PC. I think it was like $1,500 or something, right? Which is still insane to me. I have like almost 200K now, but that moment in like my YouTube career like really like made me realize like what I was doing at the time, if that makes sense. But anyways, back to the story. So I got that free gaming PC and I made a few videos on it, right? And then within that first week, I had 7 viewers send me DMs saying, hey, I just bought this PC from the company and things like that, right? So 7 viewers ended up buying that same PC or a different one from that same company that basically sent me like a $1,500 gaming PC, right? So they basically invested $1,500 in me and got back like about $8,000 just because those 7 people bought gaming PCs, right? So think about it. I was able to get people to buy the product that the company wanted me to do. So think about it. At that point, the company felt my channel was big enough where I'd be able to get them sales, and they were right. When I reached out to them, I told them exactly what I planned on doing if they were able to give me a PC for free and why they would benefit from working with me. And they took a chance on me, right? Most people don't take a chance on like a 40K channel with like a free, like basically $2,000 gaming PC, right? Most companies don't do that. But they took a chance on me and they made their money back within the first week of giving me that PC for free. So like I said before, when you're reaching out to a company, especially one that has like a big name, you need to be able to give them a reason why they should work with you, because if you can't give them that reason, they have no reason to even respond to your email. So always come up with a reason why they would benefit in working with you. So anyways, moving up from product sponsorships, the next one I want to talk about is affiliate sponsorships. And these are actually awesome. A lot of people sleep on these, but honestly, these are some of the best things that you can do, especially if you're a smaller channel. So this is basically when you promote a code that a company will give you for their product and you try to get people to buy that product using the code, if that makes sense. So when the viewer actually uses your code to buy the product or like whatever product it is, whether it's like G Fuel or a gaming chair or whatever, right? They benefit because they save money on their order, but you also benefit because you usually get paid a small amount for every sale that you get with your code. So for these, you usually don't get a product sent to you unless you get like a lot of sales with your code. Then they might send you something over your way, but usually you're just like promoting a code and trying to get money from it as well. I'm sure a lot of you guys are actually wondering, Moz, don't you technically have both like a product and an affiliate sponsorship with G Fuel? And those of you guys actually thinking that, you're right, I do. So I actually get sent a product from G Fuel usually whenever I ask, or like whenever a new flavor comes out and things like that. And I also have a code that I promote for you guys to actually save money when you're checking out on the site. But anyways, just for fun, I'm going to throw up a picture of how much G Fuel I actually have on my desk right here. Like my G Fuel pyramid is actually looking pretty sick. And if you guys want me to do a giveaway of that someday, or like not my pyramid, but like if you guys want me to like actually give away like random tubs and stuff, just comment it down below. I'm 100% down to do that. Just let me know. Also with Elgato Gaming, I actually have a product sponsorship where they send me things like capture cards or like a key light, and I just reference them in my videos or like in my Discord server and things like that, which helps them get sales like through word of mouth. So that's also another thing that I have going on right now. So now the best way to actually get these sponsorships is go on the company's website that you actually want to work with and look for a contact email. If you can't find one, just go on their Twitter and just tweet them asking them for like an email to reach out to regarding sponsorships. They'll usually get back to you within a few hours. And once you finally have their email, it's really up to you with how you want to approach it. So what I would do is just send them like a short but straightforward message saying what you do on your channel and how working with them will benefit both you and them, if that makes sense. This is also like a great place to attach your media kit as well, because then they can see how big your channel is, how it's growing, and what you do on it without you having to write like a huge wall of text in the email, because I'm sure just like you, just like me, a ton of you guys like hate reading long emails. Like I absolutely hate reading long emails. I know I just quickly summarized like what you should do in those emails, but if you guys want me to, I can 100% make like a more detailed version of how to, one, make a media kit look really nice as well, and then two, how to write emails to companies, but only if you guys ask me to do that in the comments. Another thing you guys can do is also go on sites like LinkedIn and just see if you can find people who work at the companies that you want to get sponsored by, and just reach out to them asking for their business email and then send them like a little proposal saying the exact same things that I said before. Now, please remember this part. The key with actually getting responses back is to remain professional. Like if you act immature when you're sending these messages to these companies that make millions of dollars, the company is probably just going to block you. Like they really don't need to work with you to stay successful. Like they can just ignore you. It's as simple as that. So just be sure to show professionalism when you're talking with them. They're million-dollar companies or billion-dollar companies. If you're rude to them, they don't care. They're not going to respond back. Oh yeah, and one last thing I want to talk about in this video is video integrations, and I'm sure you guys have seen me do those a couple of times in the past before. Those are basically like when you shout out a brand for like maybe a minute in your video and you get paid like a guaranteed sum of money for it, just to like link back to something in like your description or like on the screen and things like that. You see those happen like a ton of times with like the biggest YouTubers on the platform. Like for example, like when Honey used to do that with like Mr. Beast back in the day, those are literally just video integrations. So things like that happens all the time, and that's another thing I wanted to make sure I covered in this video. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to drop a like if you guys did, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Also, let me know if you guys do want another video like this. Like I said before, I have more that I can talk about for this kind of stuff, like writing emails and coming up with media kits and things like that. But anyways, like I said before, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.